Eric King is Privacy International's Human Rights and Technology Advisor. He joins us now. Eric, great to have you on the program. So, what this firm is doing, this Italian firm, is actually strictly legal, isn't it?
It's unclear at the moment. I mean, the technology, if used in Europe, would be completely illegal. It would breach Article 8 of the European
privacy laws.
Exactly right. When it's exported, it gets very difficult to track, and it's very hard to know where it goes and how it's being used. But there are strict embargoes against Syria at the moment, and depending when it was sold, we'll sort of find out further about how illegal it is.
But we know from what Vernon said that there's actually people on the ground in Damascus from this company. What do you understand this technology? How does it work? How is the Syrian government actually using it?
So there are sort of numerous companies. It's not just the Italians in this, and there's sort of a group of Western companies that have got together to pitch their wares to the Syrian regime, and it allows the tracking of emails, voice calls, every single text message that you send. It is all wired into one big monitoring center so that people can watch in real time as people are having conversations and trying to mobilize.
And this is absolutely crucial, isn't it? Because this is how people are organizing themselves and gathering themselves in this modern age.
That's exactly right. And, I mean, just consider how you would begin to get in touch with people who share your views when you know that every single move that you make is being watched. You have no idea the capacity and the extent to which this is being used. But I've been sort of speaking to Syrian activists, and they are terrified, and it's, you know, they are acting incredibly bravely, finding new ways to get around the technology that's been put in place here.
What new ways are? How do you get around it?
I don't want to go into too much detail because obviously...
Right. Don't want to give away their, yeah.
Exactly right. But, I mean, strong encryption can be used. There are tools like Tool that allow you to remain anonymous, and I encourage, you know, people to use these tools. From what
you've discovered, how strong is the Syrian opposition? How strong is this group of protesters?
I mean, incredibly so. They are there because they see their friends and their families rounded up, arrested, you know, for no reason, and tortured in many cases. You know, their belief in this is staggering, and it is, you know, truly awe-inspiring to watch.
Is there any way in which you can see these companies, and I don't know if we're naming them or not, but presumably we should be, could be tried in some way on an international stage for doing this?
We're thinking about and examining ways that we can begin to take litigation against some of these companies. I mean, let's set the stage. These are Western companies who are not just building the technology, but going out of their way to sell it to the most authoritarian regimes in the world.
At a time when they need it the most.
These are their biggest competitors.
Okay.
And yes, exactly right.
We've run out of time. Eric King, fascinating story from Privacy International there.